Do you think Nitish Kumar has made up his mind to join the NDA? 43% of the overall voters say yes. 47% of NDA voters say yes. 39% of opposition voters, those who in the sample said they wanted to vote for the opposition, are reconciled. Almost 4 in 10 seem reconciled to the idea that Nitish will join the NDA. About 30% across say they really don't know. So 1/3 don't know, can't say, but 43% overall voters seem to think Nitish Kumar has made up his mind. Do you think the tweets of Lalu Prasad Yadav's daughter Rohini have made it clear that the RJD-JDU alliance is going to fall apart? 44% of the overall respondents say yes. 52% of NDA voters. So NDA voters are going rah-rah. They're very happy. Nitish is coming back. So what if it reeks of political opportunism? It makes it easier to win Bihar. Opposition voters, their anguish coming through in these numbers. 37% of opposition voters also reconciled to the idea that Lalu's daughter's tweet suggests that the RJD-JDU are likely to split. If, and this is when I'll go across to our panel and start getting our first responses, what according to you is the reason for Nitish Kumar to leave the RJD Congress and head to the NDA? Let's take a look. Everybody has his own theory. Everybody has a political spin. This is India's most politically astute state. Remember, what do the voters in the state think? There was pressure from Lalu to make Tejaswi the chief minister, which there was. That's the number one choice of 22% of the respondents. Nitish was feeling suffocated in alliance with the RJD. Well, he's always feeling suffocated, eh, man? That's just the way he is. 20% of the respondents say this is the main reason. He wasn't getting the right kind of importance in the India alliance. That's 22% of the respondents. But number one, not by much, but number one in the list of reasons is his desire to stay in power, which was picked as the number one reason by almost 24% of the respondents, saying that he wanted to stay in power, about 12% saying they don't know. Now remember, there is wisdom in the crowds very often, and Yashwant Deshmukh, not by very much, but your data seems to pick up that voters in Bihar think that Nitish basically wants to stay in power. After what happened at the Ram Temple consecration, after the verdict in the 3 battleground states, Nitish Kumar seems to have, once again, earlier it used to be said that Lalu Yadav is the weather vane of Bihar politics. Now it seems Nitish Kumar is decidedly the weather vane. He figured that Team Modi was on a strong wicket. He said, hey, let me bat for Team Modi on a better pitch than on a crumbling pitch in Patna. It's good to bat on a patta wicket.
Well, Rahul, the option 1 and option 4 pretty much are in the same direction on the last question that you mentioned, because Tejaswi being pushed to make the chief minister and he wanted to save the seat of the chief minister or remain in power. If you add those things, actually it almost like 50% of them saying very clear, this man wants to remain in power, and he is a very, very, what should I say, just Mausam Vaigyanik that we used to say about late Ramvilas Paswan ji, that he knows which way it is going. He knew that the entire game plan of the India Alliance in Bihar might work for RJD and even for the Congress, but going against Modi at this point of time, I think he understood even within his own party and his colleagues that, you know, half of his sitting Lok Sabha member of parliaments were in touch with the BJP, and there were chances that they would switch over and contest on a BJP ticket. So he was sensing that winning a Lok Sabha election would be absolutely impossible for him within the alliance. And once he loses the Lok Sabha election, that means RJD wins more seats than JDU in the Lok Sabha election. It would be next to impossible for him to retain in the chair, be in the chair of the chief minister. So I think that's a sheer political logic and calculation that the tactics of surviving, tactics of remaining in power, that has forced him to take this decision.
Ashutosh, in the long years that you've known Nitish Kumar, what best, according to you, explains the here and now? Why at this moment? Why after having taken the lead? And here, from, you and I have both met him enough number of times. He does appear, try to appear as someone who cares about his public image and prestige. Now, if he keeps doing these political somersaults, surely he knows at the back of his head that the people would be laughing at him and he'd be the laughing stock. You're on mute right now, Ashutosh.
Now, it's a very carefully and cultivated image that he wants to be clean and he's very conscious of his image. But the fact of the matter is that Nitish Kumar has always been very hungry for power. And he's a very ambitious politician. There are very few politicians in the country who could be as ambitious as he is. And he has the political acumen to use RJD and the BJP both, because he knows and he knew that the RJD and the BJP, come what may, they will not come together. If even for a minute, if the BJP and the RJD could have come together, JDU could have been finished. He used that situation, and that's one reason that Nitish Kumar had made himself relevant in Bihar politics. But let's not forget it, that it is because of the JDU's continuous being with the BJP that it has stopped the growth of BJP in Bihar. BJP, whenever has gone alone in Bihar election, take the 2014, BJP has got 29% vote share on its own. In 2017, again the BJP had gone alone, it has got 24% vote share. And its numbers were much better in terms of vote percentage, much better than JDU and the RJD. But in 2020, something has happened which should worry BJP, which should worry JDU both. For a simple reason, because this time, when the JDU and the BJP were together, RJD was contesting election, and still RJD, along with his alliance partners, had given a very, very tough fight to the Modi and Nitish Kumar together. And don't forget, both the alliances had 37% vote share. So that means it's worrisome for the BJP, not for the JDU. Because if the BJP has to come on its own in the Bihar, then it has to stop the growth of RJD, because RJD is growing in Bihar. After Lalu Prasad Yadav with the Nitish Kumar, when the Tejasvi has become the leader, he has got 23.1% vote share. The Congress got almost 10% vote share. The left has got 4.736% vote share. So even without JDU, this Gathbandhan still carries 37.27%. I'm not saying that this Gathbandhan is going to do something miraculous in the Lok Sabha election, but in the assembly election, this will be a formidable force.